Presented by Central Tire.
Hello, Central Oregon, and welcome to Beyond the Score. Spring sports are in full swing, and man, am I excited for these seasons. Last year, we had several Central Oregon teams bring home some hardware in the postseason, and I won't be surprised if it happens again. One of those teams is the Summit Storm baseball team, and they have had a strong start to the new season.
It feels great. It feels good to come out and play ball. I mean, it's just a great opportunity to come out and play with the guys and work and showcase what we've been working on all off season.
Summit junior Andrew Guthrie is taking on a major role for the Storm this season after the Storm lost 9 players from a season ago. The junior will highlight the Storm's pitching staff while also contributing at the plate.
It's a whole different culture. We had some of the best guys in the state last year, and this year we just got a bunch of dirt dogs. We got a bunch of guys who are gritty and want to win. It's just a whole different team from being carried from those big guys to everybody just doing their part and winning.
The big dogs are gone, but the new pups are going to eat. The Storm have new faces all over the diamond, but one of their best players has returned, and it's senior Jackson Parker.
I had a lot of good players in front of me last year, like Slater and Alex, and I kind of took what they did for me, and I'm going to do it for other people. I know you got to have all these guys stepping up, like Charlie stepped up today, everybody, Andrew on the mound, and you got to expect the same thing we did last year. You got to have those guys, those juniors stepping up like I did last year, and we did it today, and it was great to see.
The Storm opened up the season with a walk-off win against Grants Pass and are now 4-2 after their trip to Arizona for a spring break tournament.
A lot of wins. See it here. Played team baseball. We hit the ball. We definitely could have done a little better on that, but we played team defense. We are a team. We're not the same team as we were last year, and that's fine. We're this year's team, and I think you're going to see a lot of wins from us.
Head coach Aaron Beam is excited with the progress of his squad.
We've really seen a lot of maturity with this group. So it feels good to get the dub, but I think I'm more proud of how far this young team has come in such a short period of time and what they're willing to do for themselves and the team every day to kind of get a dub.
Can the Storm repeat? Well, right now, that's not what they're focused on. And Coach Beam and his team look to get better one day at a time.
Yeah, we're going to get there. That's not what our goal is right now. We had an amazing team last year, and that team had its own identity. And, we won that state championship game in pretty easy fashion, but the same approach. Get them on, get them over, get them in. Team first mentality. And this group is already kind of buying into that early. And, you give kids a little bit of confidence, you give them opportunities, and you just want to kind of see them rise. So right now we're not even thinking about winning the IMC. We're not thinking about trying to win state again. What we're trying to do is improve every single day, be the best teammates we can be. And if we continue to do that and learn from failure, I can promise you not that we're going to make a deep run or win state, but I will promise you we will be a team that nobody's going to want to play in May, especially the latter part of May, and I think we can be dangerous.
The Storm are currently the third-ranked team in the 5A classification. This Friday, they will head to Albany to take on the West Albany Bulldogs at 5 p.m. Both Diamond Sport champs in 5A came from Central Oregon in 2025. Over on the softball field, the Ridgeview Ravens took home the crown as they beat the Thurston Colts.
I just think to stay in the same mindset of one pitch at a time and not worrying about who we play next or necessarily who we're playing, because our biggest competition is probably ourselves, so just playing as a team and having a lot of team chemistry and communication, and just remember take every pitch you get one pitch at a time and just to keep going.
One pitch at a time. The 5A Pitcher of the Year, Breslin Hagemeister, is ready to defend the Ravens state title, and they will be trying to do it with several new faces.
Yeah, I think just being competitive and also firing up your own teammates, I think that's a big thing, and just being there for each other and having each other's backs will be a big thing for us, and just to remember that winning or losing doesn't matter, just as long as we just keep pushing and play as a team.
With 5 starters from last year gone, head coach Sandy Fisher is looking for players to step up.
That was then, this is now, and we lost 5 starters, so we're trying to fill some pretty deep holes, really. And we have some returners that are filling in a little bit, and we have freshmen that they still have a ways to go to figure it out. So one day at a time, we're working on it.
Fisher has experience coaching the collegiate level, but player turnover in high school is a whole different story.
Well, I think you just have to work at it, and you have to experiment, and you have to move people around, and they have to try different positions, and then you finally figure out. We always tell them the month of March is when we're going to figure out the month of April. And how we roll the month of April is just from all our trial and error in March.
Taking on challenges each day, the Ravens have time to figure it all out, and it helps when you have one of the best players in the state on your team.
Well, I was a pitcher for 18 years, and so I get that piece. It's just immensely necessary to have a good pitcher, right? And, so you have to have, you can out-hit your pitching sometimes, and sometimes you can't, and so that steady influence on the mound allows you to have off days at the plate, and you don't have to score as many runs. So it's awesome to have her. She's got a lot of experience, and now if she'll just use it to her advantage and our advantage, it'll be great.
To get it again, I think just to keep working and pushing hard, I've increased my velocity since last year, and, just keep working, hitting my spots and everything, and maybe get Gatorade Player of the Year. Maybe not, but to hopefully get Pitcher of the Year again this year.
Ridgeview has begun the season 4-2, and they will take on West Albany at home this upcoming Friday.